Good afternoon and welcome back to Life at Leftwich for a fifth time, and today we have another guest.
Do you not think it feels very weird recording in the afternoon?
Yes, because I'm not rushing this time.
I'm rushing to get home, but we have a guest who's also one half of a band.
One half of the punk duo, Days, Mr. Burns.
Afternoon, lads, how are we?
Good, thanks.
Alright.
Good.
Right, time for our questions.
Okay, so question one. As your one half of a band, who would you say your musical inspiration is?
Even though we sound nothing like the Beatles, they've gotta be mentioned. John Lennon and Paul McCartney are both absolute heroes, and George Harrison. I like a few bands, one called Future of the Left, one called Girl Band, Fontaine's DC, Idols. There are a lot of sort of new punk bands that have come onto the scene in the past few years. I took a lot of inspiration from them.
Oh, fair enough. So you're into punk mostly? Then,
Yeah, a lot of punk, post-punk. Do like a bit of grunge. I started my musical career on musical path wherever on Oasis and a heavy diet of Britpop. Blur, people like that, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Snelson said Oasis last week when he came on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Everyone mentioned Oasis.
Yeah, that's a common one on it.
Maybe we should just sing Don't Look Back in Anger, because everyone knows that song.
Yeah, if you want to start singing, go ahead. Question 2.
Would you consider yourself someone who enjoys video games?
I do enjoy video games, actually, yeah. I've been playing a load of Star Wars Battlefront. That's one of my favourites. And
game.
I'm really, really, really good at Rocket League. Honestly.
So, out of the videos that you played, which would you say is your favourite?
Probably Rocket League, because I can just sit for hours and just play it, you know what I mean? It just goes by so quick, whereas Star Wars sometimes gets a little bit boring. Although the new COD's brilliant as well.
Yeah, true.
So I like that.
Good answers then.
Do I sound like an old person talking about games?
Bit of a
Or do I
boomer.
still sound like I'm young and
You
fresh?
sound alright, to be fair. Question 3. Okay, this doesn't have to be abroad, by the way, this question. But where's the best place you've ever been? Like, anywhere, on tour, or on holiday, anything?
Wow. Alright, so one of my favourite places is probably Florida in America.
Also what Mr. Selson said.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Maybe we got together and Sir told me all the questions that you were going to ask.
I know, yeah, you need to be friends with Mr. Snelson.
I think we get on pretty well.
Yeah.
So Florida's amazing because I love all the theme parks, all the roller coasters, and mainly the food comes in massive portions and is really tasty. Probably really bad for you as well. But that's why I love America. But I recently climbed up Snowdon in Wales.
Yes.
And that was a really nice experience as well. I recommend Snowdonia to anyone.
Fair enough.
Cheers.
Oh wow, you basically answered the next question actually. I've just realised.
So, probably no point in asking anyway, but
Question 4.
which country was your favourite food?
I think you've just answered this one, I'm not
Should
sure.
I throw a spanner in the works?
Yeah, go ahead.
Spain.
Really? Really?
Just did things up. Why Spain?
Yeah. Just because of the tapas. I like variety and lots of it.
Yeah.
And when they're sort of just throwing small plates of food at you every 2 minutes, then that's my idea of heaven, to be
Do you like
honest.
things like paella and...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. Spanish omelette. I love chorizo. Chorizo's one of my
yes.
favourite foods. It's amazing. Any cured ham or anything like that, amazing.
Yeah.
What would you say yours is?
Oh no, you got me. I like sushi, but my favourite would be Chinese.
Yeah, I do like a good Chinese as well. Good Chinese takeaway.
Yours?
Come on, Devon.
England. I don't know.
England.
Well, I don't like Chinese, don't like Indian, don't really like Spanish.
What do you like?
Do you like pizza?
Question 5.
What would you say is your favourite Disney character?
Now this is getting personal. Now this is It's
Please go for it.
well, if you would have took note of my socks, not today actually, but at any point over the last year and a half, you may have seen me in a pair of socks that have a Toy Story character on. And I've got to admit, my favourite Disney character is Woody. Yeah.
Toy Story then. Is that your favourite film?
It's definitely up there, yeah.
Disney-wise.
It's it has a special place in my heart. But there's some newer films that are probably my favourite, like the new Joker. The new Joker is brilliant, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I like Leonardo DiCaprio films, bit of Wolf of Wall Street.
That is good.
The Revenant. And I like Quentin Tarantino. He wrote Pulp Fiction, and Reservoir Dogs and Goodfellas. Absolute legend.
Is that all?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you only asked for my favourite Disney character, but there's a lot of my favourite films as well. I've probably answered the question before
Keeps us chatting.
Before you've asked it.
Okay, so the next question, the dreaded 6th question, is who is the funniest teacher in this school?
You can't say yourself.
Yes, you cannot say yourself. This could get you hated by many teachers, by the way.
The funniest teacher. Just teachers or member of staff, or can it be any member of staff at all? Really?
Any
Yeah,
staff.
and it doesn't have to be a teacher. It can be any staff member.
Just can't be yourself.
A really funny substitute teacher in at the minute, a supply teacher who he's going to be in for the next few weeks. He's called Mr. Wright. I don't know if you guys have met him yet. No.
I've not had him, but he said something to me the other day which I found really funny. But I think me and Devon were actually having a conversation,
Right. Okay.
and he answered what I was saying to Devon, but his answer was like really funny, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, he will just jump in and out of conversation.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, boys, he taught me when I was in year 9
Really?
at school.
What
yeah.
did he teach?
Wow.
Just everything.
English. He was an English
English.
teacher. Yeah, but he used to really make us laugh.
Who would you say your funniest teacher is?
Probably Mr. Turner, just because stuff he comes out with.
funny.
Like Mr. Turner, PE teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Turner's funny.
Just some of the stuff he comes out with, like,
Yeah.
wouldn't expect it.
I find Mr. Cripps quite
Mr.
funny.
Cripps is funny, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Miss Berry makes
Miss
me
Berry.
laugh.
yeah. Miss Yates,
Yeah.
she is funny.
Yeah,
She's hilarious.
She, like, every so often she'll just tell like, a mini story about the Scottish teacher and that.
Oh, that was you eating half.
And how she'd say onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia.
That was funny.
But-
Right. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be going on for hours if we don't.
We wrapping it up there, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Amazing.
coming on.
Thank you very much for having me, gents. It's been my pleasure.
Been our honour.
Right. See you soon.
Cheers.